There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz.jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Lipa City Colleges is an educational institution situated in the heart of the city of Lipa. The prominent institution is a brainchild of its remarkable founders, Ricardo and Marcela Bonilla. From a 2-story wooden structure in 1947, Lipa City Colleges now stand in 5 5-story buildings within 2 campuses, the iconic Ricardo Bonilla Campus Main and the new Marcela Bonilla Campus. LCC began offering tertiary programs from its establishment up to the present. And in the pursuit of providing an ideal atmosphere for student learning and employee functioning, LCC Silvercrest was instituted in 2011, sited in the new Marcela Bonilla Campus, catering the early childhood and basic education. Lipa City Colleges is driven by its core values, leadership, competence, and commitment in providing quality student life. For the institution believes that one's academic journey plays a significant role in the student's professional life. Lipa City Colleges and LCC Silvercrest is dedicated in training their students and graduates to be physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually strong individuals ready to take on the challenge of life and become catalysts of social transformation. The accredited status of the institution is found at different milieu, consisting of hard-working faculty members and staff exhibiting dynamism and devotion, with most of them having successfully obtained graduate and postgraduate degrees. The institution offers responsive and innovative programs that integrate theory and practice for the holistic development of men and women in the service of God and country. Lipa City Colleges shall become known as a leader university in the country. It shall provide a venue for the pursuit of distinction and quality in academics, technology, and research, in taking part in nation building through local and international partnership and linkages. The university shall take the role of a channel of holistic human development. LCC's dedication to a culture of excellence is very evident, From its top-notch performance in board passers and high employability rate of its graduates, to its first-rate facilities, high-caliber professors, innovative degree programs, and strong community outreach and linkages. Beginning 2020, LCC Senior High School program shall offer, apart from ABM, STEM, UMS, and GAS, its new specializations under the technical vocational track, culinary services, hotel and restaurant services, tourism services, and software development and design. Tertiary education is a vital factor in individual success in personal and career life. During college, these young men and women seek to find the path that they want to take in the future. The College of Education and Liberal Arts, the College of Business Education and Accountancy, the College of Criminology, the College of International Tourism and Hospitality Management, the College of Computer Studies, the College of Engineering, the College of Nursing, the Graduate School. Efforts to enrich research capabilities have been the priority of the college. The framework for our research program has been set, and from there, LCC has been continuously developing its research culture. Students themselves are also very active in making a difference in the community and in the society at large. Some of the activities organized by the students involve peer counseling, community service, cultural and performing groups, inter-school competition initiatives, trade fair and international exchange programs. All these co-curricular activities contribute to enhancing their skills and applied theories taught inside and outside the classroom. Dedicated in developing future leaders of our country, we strongly value integrity, respect, and social responsibility. Driven by excellence, we always aim for continuous improvement and innovation. Together, we proactively and passionately deliver quality education and services, exercise dependability, and maintain a long-lasting relationship of trust. Lipa City Colleges, your journey begins with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to eCareer Hunt 2022 Pre-Employment Webinar Series brought to you by Lipa City Colleges. So today we'll be joined by speakers from VXI Global, CDO, Foodsphere, and also from the Department of Labor and Employment. So before we start, we invite everyone to join us for the prayer and national anthem.
Our Heavenly Father, you are indeed our Lord and Savior, and you are our only true oasis of redeeming grace and liberating mercy. We humbly come before you to ask for forgiveness in times when we gave in to our weaknesses and doubts, and when we seem to forget that you are our never-failing solace and our ever-enduring rock. We worship and praise you for your gift of salvation and eternal life for all of us. We pray that no matter how bleak, how uncertain, and how challenging the times may be, we pray for your reassuring protection, for your unending blessings, and for your unconditional love. All that Lipa City Colleges and LCC Silvercrest School shall be and do as a community and as a family would only be for the passionate pursuit of excellent education, anchored in our institutional ideals of leadership, competence, and commitment for the good of humanity today and for the generations to come, and for your highest glory through all eternity. All these we ask in your most precious and most holy name. Amen.
Kayang magiliw, pulis ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Upang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiin. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo'y bukong, may dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng wala't pagsinta mo ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng pag may mga api ang matay ng dahil sa'yo.
Thank you. So to officially start today's session, may we invite Ma'am Cleophas A. Ku, RGC, Director for LCC Admissions, Guidance, and Counseling Office to give us the opening remarks.
To our academic deans, our teachers, our graduating students, staff, guests, a pleasant day to all of you. They say change is the only thing constant in this world. We have all seen the changes and unbelievable turn of events that had occurred in the last years. Coming out of college and entering into a new world is one of the many challenges graduating students experience. What more now when uncertainties are taking place? Some graduates are scared because they are not prepared to embark on their job search and hardly equipped with the necessary knowledge and skills required to look for a job. Some end up rushing and grabbing the first opportunity given, thus end up dissatisfied. Today's dynamic world requires an ever-changing demand for skills and talents. Years ago, if you have the degree and land in a stable company, you feel secured for life. The past years, we have all seen how stable and big companies worldwide cease operations and shut down their companies which had been existing for decades. So, more than skills and training, you must continuously learn the lifelong skills which you can make use of everywhere and at all times. Skills such as adaptability, resiliency, which enables one to adapt to the changing workforce demands. From studies, communication skills, teamwork, work ethics, and right attitude are the factors that will lead you to succeed in your chosen career. After you leave school, update yourselves with new learning. Never stop learning new things. So, our dear graduates, graduating students, before you leave the portals of LCC, we want to assist you by providing significant information and how you can be competent in facing the world of work, and how to present and package yourself to gain entry and have the competitive edge. This time, in partnership with Jobs180.com, we have a team of vibrant speakers to discuss various helpful topics. So get the most from this seminar and enjoy the rest of the day. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Have a good day and good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss OP. So to everyone, to our audience, we'd like to know where you're from. Please comment your name and course or strand, and later, please be reminded that you can put your questions in the comment section so we can ask to our speakers later. So here is our schedule for this afternoon. We will be discussing online applications by jobs180.com, virtual and face-to-face interviews by VXI Global, new normal work environment and life after college to be presented by CDO Foodsphere, and labor education for graduating students to be presented by DOLE. So thank you to everyone who is here and who is on time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's go introduce our first speaker. So our first speaker for this afternoon is Sir Kim Chua. He is the managing director for jobs180.com. He has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service, operations, business process, and human resources. He is a trusted resource speaker and he has done over 1,000 career development seminars in more than 400 plus colleges and universities nationwide. So to our audience, there is an evaluation link at the end of this event. So if you think you can leave now, you have to stay until the end before we release our evaluation and attendance link. So for that, Sir Kim, if you're ready, the floor is yours. Please take it away.
Allow me to share to you how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. A lot of you are now looking for a job and exploring for the next chapter in your life. I hope that this session will be able to help you. No, not only you, but the people that you know that needs help in terms of how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. So yan na tinatawag nating resume link. A lot of platforms right now, mga online platforms are being offered left and right. But for you to know paano to magiging job-winning tool or job-winning resume to, meron akong checklist. So go with me, no, with all these checklists. Your checklist should include the following. Number one, kailangan mag-stand out ka. When you look for a job, you have to be able to stand out. Because if you're not going to be able to stand out, then I think you'll just be part of the crowd. You'll be one of the next applicant na wala lang, na hindi mapapansin. Another thing that should be in your checklist is that you should only have one file. Hindi dapat maraming files na iba-iba sinesend sa mga companies. Mas maganda, isang file lang para pag sinend mo, lahat ng details mo nandoon na. Another thing in your checklist is that it should make the process more efficient. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis mag-submit, mas mabilis makita ng HR, at mas mabilis kayo makontak for possible next steps na or possible job offer na. Now, another thing in my checklist is that dapat tipid ito, wala itong gastos. The tool that I will show you today, wala itong gastos. Libre po ito. At higit sa lahat, itong pinaka-importante sa lahat, this should be in your checklist. The tool should be secured. Okay, more than anything, importante talaga ang data. Pero ang data ninyo, dapat yung proteksyonan. And using this tool, this is the most secured resume kung tawagin. Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Let me go through the next slides na. Okay? Ito ang tinatawag na resume link. Okay? A personalized URL for anyone can open online anytime. I will use an example para makarelate kayo. If you are John Santos, ang link mo or resume link mo pwede maging johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. At yan na po ang resume link nyo. So how do you make one? Go with me through the 3 simple steps. First step is you have to register. Absolutely wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. How do you register? You go to the website of jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com at dun ka mag-register on the upper right side of your screen. Now, as you do that, you have to put the basic information. Okay? So, alam niyo na ano mga information yan. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Babawasan nyo naman at alam nyo naman ano dapat ilagay. Now, as you create your account, you have to use a valid email. Okay? Now, before we go to the email, paalala ko lang, sa mga nag-isip sa inyo, paano kung hindi ako si John Santos, ano gagawin kong resume link? O yan, baka nag-isip kayo eh. So, if ever lang, meron kang kapangalan, okay, just so happen na may ibang John Santos na nauna sa inyo, ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon doon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Huwag kayong malungkot, pag taken na, okay lang, just be creative. Pwede mo gawin, baliktarin mo, gawin mo santosjohn.jobs180.com o kaya J Santos o kaya Santos J o kaya JS o kaya SJ. Depende kung ano gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapangalan. Okay, wala kang kapareho. Now, when you do this, huwag kayong OA. Do not create yung mga ganong klaseng over-creative na mga resume link because it doesn't look professional. Imagine submitting to a company with your resume link that says eljablo.jobs180.com. Hindi yan mukhang professional. Okay? Now, when you register, please use a valid email. Ito yung emphasis ko lang sa pag-create nyo ng account na dapat gamitin yung email, yung nabubuksan yung email, kagaya ng Gmail, Yahoo, or any email na nabubuksan nyo. Do not create, example lang yung mga email na kagaya ng ganito, patricia@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng joseph@facebook.com na email to register. In short, huwag mong gagamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notification being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Importante po na nabubuksan nyo yung email nyo kasi kailangan mo i-verify yung account mo. Okay? It is very important that you verify your account as a proof na ikaw nag-register at pangalawa, para ikaw ay makapag-apply. If you don't do this, if you don't verify, walang mangyayari sa account nyo. Okay? So sayang lang. So you have to verify to finish the first step. Okay? How do you verify? Just open your email, look for the link, click mo yung verify, you're done with the first step. Okay? Tapos na yung first step. Ano yung first step? Register. Wala tong bayad. Let's go to the second step. Ang second step, ang pinaka-logical sa lahat. Kailangan kumpletong detalye nyo. So how do you do that? You go back again to your account by going to the website of jobs180.com. This time, hindi mo kailangan mag-register. Ang gagawin mo, mag-login. Pag login mo, lagay mo dito yung email nyo or resume link nyo. Kayo lang may alam yan. At lalo na yung password nyo na kayo lang talaga may alam yan. So when you do that, you now go inside your account. Pag nasa loob na kina-account nyo, ano gagawin nyo? Mabilis na lang ito. Fill in the blanks. Okay? Now, I don't have to go through all the information here because definitely, alam mo naman pag sinabi ditong name, malamang pangalan nyo. Pag nakalagay dito address, malamang address nyo. Diba? So, you put all the information ninyo dito. Okay? Lagay nyo. Then, what else do you put in here? Importante po, lagay dito lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media account nyo. Diba? Hindi lang email tsaka phone number. Bakit? Most of the time, ano nangyayari? Okay, let me tell you. Marami sa inyo nilalagay nyo phone number nyo. Pero pag tinatawagan kayo ng HR, hindi nyo sinasagot. Lalo na pag hindi mo kilala. Hala, sino kaya ito? Hindi mo sasagutin. Diba? Kasi takot kayo, baka nagsascam or whoever yung tumatawag. So, ano mangyayari sa mga HR? Mag-i-email kami ngayon sa inyo. But you don't open email more often than you open your social media account. So, I recommend lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak na isang HR, ilagay mo dito. Kagaya ng mga Facebook nyo or Twitter nyo para mabilis makapag-PM. Private message, makapag-invite for the next step. Okay? What else do you put here? You also put here your work options, mga work experience nyo. Pagdating po sa work options, you can see on the screen, you have 4 options na pwede nyo pagpilian. Parang switch lang yan. Yes, no switch, on, off switch. So, you can choose here, example, looking for OJT, lagay mo yes if you're looking for OJT right now. And later on, pag hindi na, turn it off. Hindi lagay mo na no. Diba? So, depende yan kung anong mas trip nyo or anong mas pasok dun sa hinahanap nyo right now. What the system will do is it will try to match you with companies who are also looking for the same profile with what you have. Yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Hindi mo kailangan mag-door-to-door para mag-submit ng resume link ninyo. Okay? What else do you put here? You put here your school under education. Even later on, okay, pagka-graduate nyo, you can also put here your schools. Yung mga nag-take pa kayo ng further studies, pwede mo rin ilagay dito. Okay, so walang limit sa space yan. Pagdating ko sa seminars attended, ganun din. Kahit gano'ng karami, pwede nyo ilagay dito. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo. Just make sure lang alam mo yung seminar na yon. Kaya baka matanong ka sa interview. Pagdating po sa certification, ganun din. Put all the certification programs that you've had, you put it here. Okay? When it comes to the achievement, do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi lahat na nakikinig ngayon ay Dean's Lister. Hindi kayo lahat dito ay honor student. 'Di ba? Ayan, nag-agree marami sa inyo. So hindi lang po ang achievement nakabase sa academic excellence. Some of you are student leaders. So if you're active sa school, you also put it here kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo. And hindi lang sa loob ng school, even outside the school. If you're active in your barangay, halimbawa, isa kang tanod, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Yan yung mga achievement ninyo. So you put it here. Bakit? Because what you're doing now is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to that prospective company. Okay? Now, when it comes to the skills and languages, ito yung common observation namin mga HR. Pagdating sa skills, nilalagay mo lang na skills yung mga umiikot lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat communication arts ang course mo, com arts lang ang skills na alam mo. Hindi porkat engineering ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-engineering. Hindi porkat tourism or HRM ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-tourism at pang-HRM. Maybe some of you are into multimedia, into photography, into videography, into something else, arts, crafts, whatever. Lahat ng yan, skills nyo yan. Remember, what you're doing here is you're marketing yourself more effectively. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, ilagay mo dito lahat ng skills na alam ninyo. Pagdating po sa languages, ganun din. Huwag mong ilimit yan sa dalawang lengguwahe lang. Because I'm sure alam nyo na yung dalawa. Kung dalawa lang talaga alam nyo, din dalawa lang. Ano tong dalawang to? English and Tagalog or Filipino. Okay? Now, if you know other local dialect, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Sabacano, Ilonggo, you can also put it here. If you know foreign languages, German, French, Chinese, Japanese, diba, Korean, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? Walang limit sa space yan. When it comes to the references, sigurado ko yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang malaking tanong dito kayo ba'y kilala nila? Sana oo, di ba? Kasi madalas pag tumatawag kami sa mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. So please tell them, ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now at this point, to make your life easier, kung sakali lang nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo in your Word file or maybe in your doc file, depende kung anong file nyo, PDF file, whatever file you have. Kung nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo, simple na lang. Just copy all the information inside dito. No, ilagay mo sa loob ng resume link. Just transfer them here inside the resume link para maging secured yung data nyo. Okay? Kung bakit secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? So yung mga sinabi ko, I think alam nyo na yan. Alam nyo na yan. Okay? Itong mga susunod kong papakita, ito yung mga amazing na portion. Let me start with the portfolio section. Ano yung portfolio section? This is the part where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example, ano ebidensya na graduate na kayo later on? Diploma, di ba? Transcript. Ano pa? Toga? Hindi ebidensya yung toga. Okay? Kung ano man meron nyo, di ba? Certificate, diploma, yan. Ebidensya yan. Okay? Kung transcript of records is evidence na graduate na kayo. Ano ebidensya na wala kayong criminal record? NBA clearance, police clearance, di ba? Ano ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? Passport, visa, lahat ng mga sinasabi mong mga skills mo or yung mga what you're claiming that you know, you can now support them here sa portfolio section by showing those documents. Diba? Anong ebidensya na ikaw ay healthy? Meron kang medical clearance. Anong ebidensya na pwede kang mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license. Diba? So gets nyo na yung sinasabi ko. Ang point ko lang is you can now put the things here to support yung claim nyo of your skills. Now, you're starting to think, Sir, kung pare-pareho naman kaming graduate sa school namin, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, same yung course namin, same yung school, same yung teachers, same yung curriculum, pare-pareho lang naman kami lahat, walang experience sa trabaho, how will we stand out? Ayan, di ba? Okay, ito ngayon yung isang magandang recommendation ko sa inyo on how you now stand out. You get your smartphones. Kunin mo yung mga smartphones nyo. Kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, hiram mo sa kaibigan mo. I-record mo yung selfie video mo. You say something interesting about yourself. Record it in about 30 seconds to 1 minute lang. Huwag na masyadong mahaba. Ano gagawin mo? Pretend that you are being interviewed by the HR. So you answer basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. O, di ba? Ano yung mga gasgas sa tanong natin? Why should we hire you? O, di ba? Just imagine na tinanong ka ng HR at sasagutin mo na lang siya. Ang maganda lang ngayon, recorded mo. So kung di mo type yung sagot, i-delete mo. Pag type mo, you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa Vimeo. Maraming mga video channel na libre, yung mga video converter sa online. Hanapin mo lang. And when you're done, you put that video link doon sa portfolio section nyo. O, di ba? This time, it will definitely make you stand out because depende na to sa diskarte mo on how you're going to present yourself. Okay? So I leave it up to you on how you do that. Now, another thing for you to do, na sure akong hindi to makokopya ng classmate mo, ay yung picture mo. Diba? So you put your profile picture here. Now, when it comes to the picture, hindi kailangan sobrang formal na formal. Hindi kailangan pumunta sa studio. Huwag na kayo gumastos. Ang importante dito, tumingin kayo sa camera. Plain background. Okay? Plain background, tumingin kayo sa camera. Wear something, of course. Wear something decent. Okay? Do not upload profile pictures that look like the right side of your screen. Yung mga sample na yan, hindi po maganda yung sample yan. Okay? So, huwag kayo maglagay ng ganun kasi mga sample ng profile picture. Now, another good thing pa that will make you stand out using the resume link is your cover photo. Yes! A picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan na very, very applicable dito. A lot of you who are listening today, hindi kayo gifted with writing skills. Hirap kayo i-express ang inyong feelings at inyong thoughts into words. Hindi mo ma-type, hindi mo ma-sulat. Tama? Hirap tayo eh. Bakit? Hindi natural sa atin yan. Pero pag kaya mo i-express yung inyong I'm showing you. Ophthalmologists or optometrists. Sabi naman ng iba, expert. Di ba? Inasa kanan. Ano siya? Sabi ni iba, sir, parang IT. Sir, techie siguro kasi maraming gadget, pati stapler, gadget niya. Di ba? Halimbawa, o sabi ni iba naman, sir, parang makalat. O depende na kung how you are going to interpret it. But now, the way I see it, itong taong to, multitasker. Okay? Another good example I'm showing you is this one. Someone from psychology, someone from neurologists, or maybe someone who knows left and right. Ganun lang kasimple. No? So, depende yan how you're going to express yourself. Okay? Another good example pa, ito. Itong person na to, ang gusto niya sabihin, there's no shortcut to success. You will be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. O, di ba? So, I'm showing you good examples. Hindi yan member na Akit Bahay Gang. Hindi rin po yan social climber, in case that's what you're thinking. So, kung nagpakita ko ng magaganda example, I will also show you yung mga hindi magandang example para wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayo magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Make sure you put your picture there. Okay? Kasi maraming pangalan ngayon interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. Ako rin mismo, napagkakamala ko yung mga aplikante, pinakita ko, Chris, George, Alex, Sam. O, diba? Minsan isipin ko, Joey, lalaki. Yung pala, babae. Diba? So, you better put your picture there para at least alam ng HR who to expect. Okay? Now, when you make your resume link, dapat may laman talaga yan. Kasi kung walang laman yan, ganyan itsura niyan. Blanco. And how do you expect companies will look, or HR from companies will look at your profile if you submit to them resume links that look like this? It's like submitting a piece of a paper, bond paper, or long bond paper, short bond paper na walang laman except pangalan mo. And that's the same as this one. So, hindi yan papansinin ng mga HR for sure. Okay? Sayang lang oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Kailangan attractive. Okay? When I say attractive or catchy, do not overdo it naman. Now, this is just in my opinion. In my opinion, I think this one is not a good example. Kasi ang dating niya parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, parang chill-chill lang, no? Parang ganoon ang dating. So, I leave it up to you on how you'll be, expressing yourself na dito. Okay? So, sa mga personality nyo. Alam niyo na, anong dapat nyo gawin at hindi nyo dapat gawin. So, showing a very good example is si iExpert. Tignan mo, lahat ng detalye niya, kompleto. Everything from top to bottom, kompleto lahat ng details, including yung kanyang mga portfolio section na nagpapatunay na siya ay isang licensed ophthalmologist. Pinakita niya lahat ng mga posibleng hingiin pa sa kanya ng mga HR. So bakit ko sinabi sa inyo napapabilis yung buhay dito? Hindi lang buhay nyo. Pati buhay din ng HR napapabilis because once you submit all this information to that company, when the HR opens your resume link and sees everything about you, dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari niyan. One is, nahuli mo attention, gusto kanya ngayon kausapin or schedule for the next step like interview or possibly job offer, or hindi ka nag-fit. Yun yung second. Di ba? Para at least, ang maganda rito, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na siya tatawag para sabihin, hello ma'am, meron ka bang evidence na graduate ka na talaga sa school na yan? Can you send me your transcript? Di ba? Can you send me yung mga evidence or yung mga sample skills or sample work mo kasi you are in IT or in graphic design? Di ba? That's yung ibig ko sabihin. Huwag nang pabalik-balik, sayang yung oras. Okay? Time is of the essence, lalo na ngayon. So you put everything there, at least pa nakita ng HR, diretso na kagad sa pagprocess sa inyo. Okay? A lot of you are now thinking, Sir, pag gumawa ako ng resume link at nilagay ko lahat ng information ko dyan, baka naman yung mga data ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is, no. Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings. Follow the screen. inside your dashboard, when you log in, you can go to your settings. Sa settings mo, to be specific, puntahan mo yung privacy settings. In your privacy settings, you choose the information that you want to show in public. Halimbawa lang you do not want to show your birthday. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita yung address mo. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita ang inyong references. What do you do? Turn it off. So lahat na naka-off, hindi lalabas sa public. At sino may control niyan? Kayo lang. O, di ba? Ang maganda pa rito, real-time update yan. Halimbawa, today, you decide not to show your birthday, your address, and references. And then 5 minutes later, you decide, sige, pakita ko na nga birthday ko. Turn it on. Real-time. 5 minutes later, the moment you save your settings, lahat na binigyan mo ng resume link, updated na rin sila real-time. As in real-time. Di ba? Ayos, di ba? Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy pa natin to. So, reminders ko na lang sa mga late na dumating or kakakinig lang, when you make your resume link, make sure that your profile is interesting and attractive. Okay? Wag OA. Iba yung over naman yun. No? Wag naman ganun. So, make sure it's attractive, it's catchy. Complete all the information, especially your contact details. Kasi sayang naman lahat ng ginawa mo, nahuli mo attention, hindi ka makontak ng HR. So, better make sure nandyan yung mga contact details na updated. Okay? So, yan. So, tapos na tayo sa 2 steps. Last step na lang. Ano yung first step? Recap lang. First step is register. Wala tong bayad. Libre po yan. Second step is for you to complete the information. Yan ang pinaka-logical. And the last step now is for you to submit. So, you're now thinking, okay to paano ko gagamitin ngayon yung resume link? Bigyan kita ng iba-ibang paraan. Okay, lahat ito practical application para makarelate kayo. Unang option, pumunta ka sa website ng jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com, and that's where you now start to look for companies. Type the companies that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi good. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Okay, huwag din pilitin. Okay? Now, you can also see there a lot of companies, a lot of company logos that you can shop around, you can choose, learn about the company, and if you want to be part of the company, I recommend you submit your resume link kahit na hindi ka pa qualified. Let me repeat what I just said. If you want to be part of an organization, if you want to be part of that company, even if you are not yet qualified, I recommend you give your resume link to that company. Bakit? Imagine, kung ngayong hapon, ngayong araw, nag-submit ka ng resume link sa isang kumpanya na naghahanap ng 3 years experience na aplikante. Wala ka pang 3 years experience. Okay lang. Because nabigay mo na yung resume link mo sa kanya, pagdating ng 2024, siguro naman by that time, meron ka ng 3 years experience, di ba? Kasi nag-work ka na ngayon by 2021. By 2024, may 3 years experience ka na, pwede ka na ma-qualify dun sa position in-applyan mo. And you never know. That company might just contact you later on, provided that your details are still updated. So you have to update those information real time. Ayos ba? Ayos, di ba? Wala nang pabalik-balik. Hindi mo na kailangan magbalik-balik dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, nag-apply po ko sa inyo last year. Ako po yung OJT nyo 3 months ago. Wala lang ganun. Okay? Another practical application. When you submit your resumes through email, how do you do that? Madalas, ito ginagawa natin. Mag-email tayo, sasabihin natin, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position, and this is my resume. Ano gagawin nyo? I-attach mo yung Word file mo or PDF file mo. Tama? If that is how you're doing it, wag mo nang gawin yon. Wag ka na mag-attach ng anything sa email. Pampabagal lang yan, tsaka makaluma na yung style na yan. Bakit ko sinabi yon? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan talaga mag-attach ng anything. Ang gagawin mo, i-type mo na lang doon sa email mo yung resume link mo. Example, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, 01.jobs180.com. That's it. Submit. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you. Send. Every time meron kang babaguhin sa details mo, hindi mo na kailangan padalhan yung HR. Kasi kung ginagamit mo mga attachment, ang kulit niyan ang kulit, saka nakapagod. Anong gagawin mo pag nagbago ka ng phone number? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated resume. Mamaya-maya, 2 weeks later, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated, most recent resume. O di ba? Every time meron kang babaguhin, padala ka na padala doon sa HR. Nakakapagod yan, hindi lang sa part nyo, kundi sa part din namin sa mga HR to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated na details. So this time, wala na kailangan. Palit-palit na lang kayo ng details nyo, update na lang sa loob ng resume resume link. Ayos ba? Ayos pa. Okay, tuloy pa natin to. Okay? If you want to print your resume, this is now the good news. You can now print your resume link. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-print ng papel at mag-submit sa mga kumpanya, walang kaso. Pumunta ka lang sa dashboard mo, hanapin mo yung print na option at mamili ka kung 1 column or 2 column version ang gusto mo i-print. What the system will do is it will try to compress everything into one page para tipid na. O, di ba? Now, usapang tipid. Ito mas tipid pa. Gusto mo mag-print ng resume pero gusto mo magtipid. Itong gawin mo. Gumawa ka ng resume link card. Ano tong resume link card? Sa isang pirasong long bond or short bond paper, mag-design ka ng maraming resume link card. No, maliliit lang, parang business card ang dating. In one piece of paper, I think you can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa size ng papel mo. At ang importante na ilagay mo dyan sa resume link card mo ay syempre ang inyong resume link. Diba? So, hindi mo na kailangan ilagay lahat ng details mo sa resume sa loob ng maliit na papel. Lagay mo lang resume link mo. And that is what you now give to the companies when you start applying. Look at the picture I'm showing you. Diba? Tipid. Hindi lang tipid. Secured pa. Tingnan nyo. If you submit yung big paper resume nyo, long bond paper, sinubmit mo sa isang kumpanya, nag-apply ka. For some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Yung nakapulot ng papel na yan, alam na buong detalye mo because everything is in that one-page printout. Now, if you lose that small piece of paper, don't worry. Meron kang peace of mind. Bakit? Yung mga kapulot niyan, limited sa privacy settings mo because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings kahit na i-type niya yan sa browser. Okay? So, ang recommend ko rin sa mga nakikinig, use the gadget. Take advantage of the technology. Use your gadget, your laptop, your cell phone, your tablet, kung ano man. Okay? Para ngayon kasi, this day and age, technology na ang gamitin natin. Kung mano-mano pa rin kayo, wala kayong gadget, okay lang. Okay, kayong malungkot. You can still submit to the companies by just simply writing the resume link on a piece of paper. As simple as that. Okay? So, again, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga guidelines ko para makagawa ako ng job-winning resume? Ito yung guideline ko. Ito yung checklist ko. Are you using the right tool? That's the ultimate question. There are so many tools right now, but these are the things that you should consider when you make your resume. And that is the resume link. It already addresses the following. Number 1, security ng information mo. I hope by this time, you have peace of mind. Ito na ang pinaka-secure na information because you have the ultimate control over your privacy setting. Pangalawa, the speed of hire becomes faster. It becomes more efficient because whatever you need, whatever the HR needs, you can already put it inside the resume link. Another thing is that it's flexible. If you want to print, just in case lang gusto mo talaga mag-print ng resume nyo, you have the option to print it. And you don't have to worry about saan ko sinave yung file na yan, saan ko tinago, wala nang ganun. Just log into your account and print. Mamili ka lang kung 1 column or 2 column version. At higit sa lahat, wala po itong bayad. Tipid po ito. Walang bayad. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang, of course, internet. Sa mga nag-iisip sa inyo, sir, kailangan ko ng pan-data, pwede ka naman makakonect sa internet na walang data eh. Punta ka sa libreng wifi. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay nyo may libreng wifi, o makagamit ka muna. Later on, pag may trabaho ka na, may sweldo na, bayaran mo yung wifi niya. O di ba? Bawi-bawi lang yan. No? Give and take. And there are a lot more benefits to just what I've mentioned. Marami pang iba. You can share your resume link to whatever platform you want to share it to. Gusto mo i-text? Gusto mo siya i-private message? Gusto mo i-send via Viber? Kayo bahala. Pwede mo i-share. Basta kayo may control. Ganun lang kasimple. No? Kung hindi mo ito binigay sa kahit kanino, hindi malalaman to nung taong yon. And you don't have to save it to whatever USBs or hard drive. No need na. Wala rin tong mga tipong version na kailangan pa mag-compatible. Walang ganun. Lahat ito compatible. Pwede lahat. Okay? So, shout out na lang ako. Shout out to all our school partners. By the grace of God, right now, we have about 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. So thank you. We're very thankful for this opportunity that we're able to do this kahit tayo nasa loob ng bahay, kahit kayo ay nasa loob ng bahay. So hindi tayo physically nagpe-present, pero nakakatulong pa rin tayo, especially if you have friends or relatives whom you think would need this tool. Please share this to them. Okay? Sa mga nagtatanong naman ng mga frequently asked questions, sasagutin ko na. Ito kasi yung mga common questions na kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Ang tanong, can I give my resume link to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. It depends kung sino ang bibigyan mo. Ikaw may ultimate control niyan. Okay? Pangalawang question, is this the same as other job platform like LinkedIn, JobStreet, iba pang mga job site? The answer is no. Meron tong dalawang major difference. Yes. Lalo na pagdating sa security. Okay. Of course, explain lang ako Okay. With respect to the other sites that I've mentioned, let me just use JobStreet as an example para lang mas makarelate, no? Para makarelate. You can only use JobStreet resume if you're applying to companies who are also using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. With your resume link, you can use this to any type of company, any platform, wherever they are. Kahit sa loob ng Pilipinas or sa labas ng Pilipinas, pwede mong applyan. Kahit hindi niya alam ang Jobs 180, basta alam niya ang resume link mo, pwede niya mabuksan ang profile at makita according to your settings. That's the first difference. Pangalawang difference, kung nabigay mo na, kung na-submit mo na ang JobStreet resume mo sa isang company, wala ka nang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng data mo nandun na yan sa HR. Yes. Hindi na magbabago yan real time. With your resume link, na-submit mo today, mali pala number mo, na-submit mo today, mali pala yung spelling mo, you can always edit it, enter, save it, real-time update. Lahat ng bigyan mo ng resume link, updated real-time. Ayos? Okay, tuloy tayo sa number 3 question. Number 3 question is the easiest question. Ang tanong dito is, can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time, na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na platform. Okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing this to you. Okay? Number 4, I think this is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? Ang sagot dito, hindi araw-araw, hindi linggo-linggo, hindi buwan-buwan, hindi taon-taon. Ang sagot dito ay every time. Every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Yan ang importante. You have to update your contact details every time na meron kayong papalitan doon. Kasi yan yung paraan para makontak kayo ng mga companies. And the last question is just a trivia. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. Yan, di ba? 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360. Kasi kung 360, bumalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Di balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang. Di wala nangyari. Di ba? So you have to do it 180 degrees. It's a straight line towards your career goal. Okay? Just in case may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, pumunta lang kayo sa website namin, sa jobs180.com, or email us, email me, here sa info@jobs180.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram para makakuha kayo ng mga latest trends in recruitment. Okay? Again, my name is Kim Chu Wa. Don't forget yung Wa. Okay? Baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo. Na nagsasabing, be safe at isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you for that, sir. So to our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. So I'll go first. Sir, we are doing 4 topics this afternoon, so I wanted to be quick with the
Sige,
question.
boy abunda style.
Question number 1, sir, can they use their school provided email addresses? Because I was looking at the red sheets, and
Okay.
there are many of them who use the school.
Okay, just to be clear about that, ang school provided email addresses are valid emails. Yes, they can use that to register for their resume link. However, I recommend that they use their personal email addresses. Kasi pag nag-graduate na kayo, syempre sooner or later you will graduate, you might not be able to receive anymore yung mga notifications ng mga companies, pati ni jobs180.com, kung ang gamit niyo yung school provided email addresses. So, I recommend Dalawa lang yan. Kung nakagawa ka na ng resume link using your LCC na provided email address, kindly edit it na to your personal email address. Now, kung hindi ka pa nakaregister ng resume link, wag mo na gamitin no, yung school email address. Use your personal email address na lang para you don't have to remember anything na anymore later. Okay?
Okay,
Ayan.
thank
Thank
you
you.
for that, sir. Sir, I would also like to ask about the event on June 7 because
On
they will
June
be having
7,
a career fair.
yes, on June 7, we're scheduled to have a virtual career fair for Lipa City Colleges. So anong gagawin? Diba? That's a few weeks from now. Una sa lahat, those who are listening, you have to create your jobs180.com resume link. Once you create your jobs180 resume link, you can get a lot of notifications from companies, yung mga magmamatch sa profile ninyo. So you can already start to explore these companies. You don't have to wait until June 7 to start applying. Pwede na kayo mag-apply, no? As early as now. Another thing is you can see something that's scrolling on the screen. That link, basahin ko lang schools.jobs180.com/LCC. That is your dedicated career portal para sa Lipa City Colleges. So, ang gagawin niyo, punta kayo sa link na yan, pwede niyo makita dyan yung mga companies that will also be participating on that day. Okay? Now, hindi lahat ng companies na nandito sa link na ito ay nandoon sa live event no sa June 7. No, kasi may iba doon baka hindi sila available on that day. So ano recommend ko, explore niyo yung link na yan, tingnan niyo. There's a lot of companies there. You can apply to as many companies as you want to. Wala naman pong bawal sa dami ng number, no? Basta lang nag-research kayo and check nyo, research about the company and the position you're applying to. Okay? Ayan.
Okay, thank you, sir. So to our students, if you're joining the June 7 event, hindi pa po up yung registration namin, but we'll put it up once we have the go signal. So, sir, we have a question here from Kiel Tolentino. Ano po ang sakop niyan? Local lang po ba or pati po ba international companies?
Okay, thank you for that question. Lahat na makita ninyong opportunities na nandyan sa link ng schools.jobs180.com/LCC, pati na rin po sa website no, ni jobs180.com, lahat po yan merong physical office sa Philippines. Which means, some of them might be processing directly na, most of them will be processing directly na, direct hiring dito sa Pilipinas. And if ever lang you encounter a company who is going to process applicants for abroad or outside of the country, then please research, then please check kung yung company na yon ay POEA licensed agency po ba. Now kami naman bilang jobs180.com, we are doing our due diligence to make sure na lahat ng companies na nakita nyo dito legit. And so far, lahat po ng companies na makita nyo, gina-guarantee namin sa inyo, lahat po yan legit. Meron po silang mga tawag nito, mga government documents provided no na sila ay nag-exist legally dito sa Philippines. Okay? So
Bawal
that should give you that
mag-post sa
assurance.
Jobs 180 kapag walang
Tama.
hindi kumpleto ang requirements.
Tama. Opo.
Ayan. Sir, we don't have time, I'm sorry, but we have a certificate for you. So this one is
Okay.
prepared by the Lipa City Colleges AGTC. So this certificate of appreciation is awarded to Sir Kim Chua for serving as resource speaker in the pre-employment webinar dedicated for the college graduating students school year 2021 to 2022, spearheaded by the Lipa City Colleges Admissions, Guidance, and Counseling Office and Office of Student Services, Marketing Scholarship Linkages, and Career Placement in partnership with jobs180.com on the 19th of May 2022, live via Facebook, signed by Ma'am Cleophas A. Ku, RGC, MSGC, Director for AGCO, Sir Aldwin R. Jose, Director for SSM SLCTO, and Dr. Dina Catalina C. Dayon, VP for Academic Affairs. So thank you, sir, and we hope
Maraming salamat din. Thank you,
have
thank
you
you.
next events.
Apa.
Thank
Be
you,
safe
sir.
everyone. Thank you po.
Thank you. So next up, we have here to be discussing virtual and face-to-face interviews. We have Ms. Juvymin Natividad, Talent Acquisition Associate for VXI Global. Ms. Juvymin was previously employed outside of the country, and in 2017, in her first stint in VXI, started as a team leader for the offsite recruitment. With her exposure on field recruiting and her innate skills in identifying candidates' desirable traits and getting hired, she is now handling different recruiting and sourcing channels in her current role as a recruitment associate. So, Ms. Juvy, hi, ma'am. Good afternoon. Ma'am, can we test your screen share? Yeah. So today, ma'am, there are 200 plus students watching us over at Lipa City Colleges. So they have from various courses. So we have people from criminology, psychology. Ayan. Ma'am, your deck is up. So I leave you to it and I'll be back for the Q&A in 20 minutes. Ayan, ma'am. Na-stop nyo, ma'am, yung share nyo.
Oh, sorry.
Sige, ma'am. Let's wait for it. Oh, VXI video. Okay. We have a video to play, ma'am.
Hello, I'm Vixie, the automated recruitment assistant of VXI Philippines. Do you want to know how to jumpstart an awesome career? Join VXI and be part of the International ICT Award 2019's Best Employer of the Year finalist, Best Company of the Year, Best Contact Center, Most Innovative Company of the Year for 2 years, Hall of Fame for Best Contact Center and BPO Company of the Year for 2017, 2018, and 2019. We are hiring account representatives for customer service, sales, and technical support. Find us in a site near you. Quezon City, Makati City, Mall of Asia, Pasay, Clark, Pampanga, and Davao City. Enjoy a competitive compensation package and industry best incentives. Apply via Facebook Messenger at VXIPH. Email us at careersph@vxi.com. Text your full name, location, and preferred interview schedule to 0917-777-5555 for Luzon and 0965-932-9745 or 0961-757-8361 for Davao. We can't wait to have you on the team soon. Apply now!
Doon sa, punta ka dito sa stream.
Juvy, let's put your slides up. Yan. Ready na kayo, ma'am? I give the floor to you. I'll be back for Q&A. Thank you, Ms. Juvy.
Yeah, hi. Hello, everyone. I am Juvymin Natividad, and I'll be the one to represent VXI Global, and I came from VXI Makati. And I hope you guys will be able to learn something from me today. Okay, so good afternoon, Lipa City College, students and teachers. Okay, so for today, I'll be discussing you guys about a virtual interview. Okay, instead of telling you how to prepare on it, I will just share with you guys some tips. Okay, to how to answer different types of interviews and questions. Okay, so hope everyone is ready now. Okay, so first, the first that I will gonna discuss to you today is commonly asked questions during interviews. So that's tell me about yourself. So this is one of the common questions interviewers usually ask during interviews. So you can just simply answer these questions by giving a concise and compelling pitch that shows why you are most fit for the job. Okay, you can use the formula of past, present, and future. Okay, so what do you mean by past, present, and future? Okay, you can tell them if, for example, you have previous work, so you can tell them about your previous work. Okay, so tell them how you did it, or why do you choose that work, or since you are a student, so you can just tell them about the course that you are within. Okay, then share also with them or how do you see yourself in the present, or what have you learned from your course. Okay, and of course, tell them what can you contribute to their company in the future. Okay, you can also talk about the current role and add a background on how you get there. Okay, so for example, you are now a mass communication student and you are applying for a call center company, so you can just use the past, present, and future formula about it. Okay, so tell them what course you are, and tell them why you choose that course, and what can you contribute with your future job or to the company you are applying for. Okay, then the next that I will be discussing to you is the most tricky question most interviewers ask, and that is on how to sell this pen. Okay, so interviewers mostly ask this question because they want to know how you will handle a high stress situation. Okay, so you just have to answer it calm and confident. Okay, use a body language to convey that you can take care of it. So for example, interviewers ask you, can you please kindly sell me or tell me how to sell this pen to me. Okay, so if the interviewer see that you are nervous about it, you will cry in the front of the interviewer. So the interviewer will just gonna think that, oh, this that uh, you have a nervous situation, or you are not fit for the job. Okay, so you just have to listen and understand your customers needs and specify the items, features, and benefits on it. Okay, so um just be sure lang na if ever you will let's say you will sell the ball pen, be sure that you're gonna tell them what's the use of the pen, or what's the benefits and the features of it. Okay, so, and of course, end strong as if you're really about to close a deal, or um, show them that you are confident that you're gonna get the job. Okay, the next thing is, why was there a gap in your employment. Okay, so first, the key is to be honest. Okay, you have to tell them the truth on why you stopped working. For example, you stopped for 2 years and decided to work again, so just tell them the reason why you stopped. Okay, but you have to share them the details that you are comfortable with. You don't have to share the details that you're not comfortable to discuss. Okay, then highlight the skills and qualities you gained in your time away from your workforce. For example, you work last 2020, and you decided to stop on 2021. So, and decided to work again, apply and work again this year. So the interviewer gonna ask you, why was there a gap in your employment? So just tell them, and just tell them, I decided to build or to have my own business, and because of that business, I learned on how to do sales and marketing. Okay, so you just have to highlight the skills and qualities you gained in your time away from your workforce. Okay, don't think that your reason for the gap is not valid. Every reason is valid. You just have to be sure that you will gonna tell them uh, in a most comfortable way. Okay. The next topic is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? So this is also one of the common questions usually interviewers ask. So why do you see yourself 5 years from now? Okay, so just be honest and specific about your goals. Okay, you don't have. Just think realistically about where this position could take you. Then sometimes it's okay to say you're not quite sure about the future or just yet. Okay, acknowledge that this role will help you to make your decision. Okay, you just you don't have to answer this in saying that I see myself in this in higher position. No, you just answer it by saying I see myself 5 years from now having my own house, or I have my own car with this position, and of course I see myself in much higher position, a much higher salary. Okay, then the next one is there anything else you'd like to know? Okay, so just close the meeting on a high note. Mention something relevant you have not discussed yet. Summarize your qualifications. So from the first part, when the interviewer asks you, tell me something about yourself. I know that you already tell something about yourself. You just have to summarize your qualifications um, that you said on the interviewer a while ago. Okay, determine if the job is right fit from your perspective. Okay, ask about what the position will entail. Inquire about the team you will be joining. Get a sense of your recruiter's own experience working in the company. Know more about the company's plans for growth. Okay, so you just have to ask the interviewer the things that you have that you want to know about the job, more to know about the job you are applying for. Okay, for or the team that you will be joining for. In that case, you will know the right thing to do in your job. Okay, so thank you so much, and I hope you learn something about here. Okay, just to summarize the things. So that's tell me about yourself. Second is tell me the spend. So the third one is why was there a gap in your employment? For the fourth one, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And the fifth one is there anything else you'd like to know? Just always remember these five things usually asked during the interviews. Okay? So always remember a strong positive self-image is the best possible preparation for success. Okay? Thank you so much, Lipa City College, for having me here, and I hope you guys learned something from me. Do you have any questions? Just feel free to ask.
Thank you for that, ma'am. To our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. So, pwede na kayo magtanong kay Mrs. Juvie. So, ma'am, I'll go first to give them time to think about their questions. Question number one. What do you do if an applicant does not show up for his or her interview?
Okay. So the thing is, I myself sometimes I call applicants and schedule them for interviews. Usually we schedule them for the following day, and if ever they didn't show up, we will try to call them again at the day of the interview or their scheduled interview, and ask them if they can still come on that day. And if ever they can't come, we just schedule their on-site interview on the next or on the day that they are available.
Got it, ma'am. So, how many chances do job seekers have before you move on to the next applicant?
Usually we don't have any what do you call this you just have to call them every day, and also we also set them a text message of invitations each day that we schedule them. For example, we will schedule the applicant on the following day, so iti-text din namin sila on the following day, and if ever they will not show up again on the day that they are scheduled, we still keep on sending them a text message of invitation. So if ever time comes or a day comes that they are available, they can come to the site for their interview.
Okay, thank you for that, Miss Juvie. So, ako ma'am, I believe that HR interviewers are actually kind enough to accommodate applicants, no, kahit marami sa kanila yung hindi sumisipot, no,
Wow.
marami talaga. So, ako naniniwala mabait yung mga HR natin. Pero, syempre may hangganan naman yun, di ba? So,
Mm-mm.
kailangan to our job seekers, kailangan maging professional, no? Na
Yeah.
sumagot at mag-respond sa inyong mga interviews. Okay.
Mm.
So, wala na kayong tanong guys? Sigurado na ba dyan? Okay. So, ma'am, last na lang po, can we ask about the openings, positions available over at VXI?
Okay, so for the position that we are open with, we have a customer service representative position and technical support. Okay, so we are accepting students at least high school or senior high school graduate, or at least 2 years completed in college, or a college graduate with or without call center experience. Okay, you can just walk in anytime in one of our sites. We have a site in Moa Pasay, Makati, Buendia, also in Bridgetown, Pasig, Muñoz, Davao, and in Clark, Pampanga. Or we also do call-outs, scheduling applicants. Just be sure lang na once na na-schedule kayo, mag-show up kayo the following day. Kasi talagang super ramping si VXI ngayon at marami tayong openings for you guys.
Okay, so thank you for that, ma'am. So, ma'am, LCC prepared a certificate for you. So, this certificate of appreciation is awarded to Ms. Juvymin Natividad for serving as resource speaker in the pre-employment webinar dedicated for college graduating students school year 2021 to 2022, spearheaded by the LCC Admissions Guidance and Counseling Office and the Office of Student Services, Marketing, Scholarship Linkages, and Career Placement in partnership with jobsrate.com. Today, 19th of May, live via Facebook. So this is signed by Ms. Cleophas A. Ku, RGC, MSGC, Director for EGCO, Sir Aldwin R. Jose, Director for SSMSLCPO, and Dr. Dina Catalina C. Dayon, VP for Academic Affairs. Ma'am, thank you again for joining with us, and we hope to invite you in the next sessions. Thank you, Ms.
Of
Juvie.
course. Thank you so much also for the certificate of appreciation and for inviting me here, and hope to see you guys again soon.
Thank you,
Okay?
Ms. Juvie. Have a great day
Thank
po.
you. Have a great day. Bye.
So to everyone, we just want to remind that the evaluation link will be released at the end of this event. So bakit important yung evaluation link natin? Because that will be the basis of the guidance signing your clearances. So it's kaka-relay lang sa amin. So kailangan daw namin i-announce kung gaano ka-importante ang evaluation link mamaya. Okay? Evaluation and attendance. Alright. So next speaker for this event, we have here to discuss new normal work environment and life after college. We have Miss Kathy Claire Velasquez, Recruitment Supervisor for CDO Foodsphere. Miss Kathy is a graduate of BA Behavioral Sciences from the University of the Philippines, Manila. She's been with CDO Foodsphere for almost 4 years now, and currently she is a supervisor in HR recruitment. Miss Casey?
Hey, good afternoon, Miss
Hi, ma'am.
Shari.
Kamusta kayo? Ayan. Ma'am, can we test your screen share? Miss Casey? Ako ba yung nawala or si Miss Casey? Ayan, it's loading. Ma'am, ayan. Ma'am, your presentation is up. Pero if ever we experience glitches, I'll come in and interrupt po para lang ma-advise ko po kayo. Ayan. So I'll be back in 20 minutes. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, students from Lipa.
Miss Casey, you're breaking up. Pwede po
Hi.
tayo off-cam. Off-cam
Sure,
na lang
sure.
tayo ma'am, para
Okay.
hindi na po doon yung presentation.
All right.
Ayan. Ayan. Sige ma'am. Tapos reshare po tayo. Let's check if it's better. Ayan. Sige ma'am, mic on po kayo.
Hi,
Test.
hello.
Ayan. Okay. It's
Okay.
good ma'am. It's working
Sorry
well.
about that.
Okay lang
Sige.
po.
So,
Sige
medyo
ma'am, I leave you to
paulan.
it.
Miss Shari, can you hear me? Is my
Yes,
connection
ma'am, I can
good?
hear you.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
Just to
yes.
proceed, ma'am. Hi, students from Lipa City College. Foodsphere, currently the recruitment supervisor. So my topic for today's session is about the new normal work environment. I'd like to emphasize the new normal, no? Yan. The COVID-19 has really affected our ways of living. It altered every aspect of our lives, from social gatherings, schooling. We transitioned webinars and even virtual interviews. So just to cite an example, here's how we do hiring now in CDO. Just quickly, and briefly. Interviews and job recruitment, searching platforms like Jobs 180. Next, online examinations, virtual interviews, and online career fairs. Not all apps mobile phone or even internet. However, for the in terms of hiring process, then naging mas convenient for both health risks. And safe in terms of the commute, no? Syempre, hindi natin maiwasan yung accidents. Yeah. And then, work schedule, just to define hybrid are on site mostly 4 times a week, and then one day na work from home on a daily basis. Just as long that we are doing all of the expectations or the job outputs that are expected from us. Next, we're also monitoring our on we're maximizing still the Google Meet as the platform for meetings, gatherings, like for example, the Christmas party, or also have mass. No? And I'd like to emphasize having a 24/7 teleconsultation with our doctors po. So, yan, that's some of the changes that take place during the pandemic up until now. Here to stay. Here are some ways I'd like to share on how you can adapt to working in the new normal environment. Okay. A grad, I mean, student to a fresh grad and also a job seeker, no, you need to build a yung number one review or number two take exact exam able to stress, more likely to be in poor physical condition, and also struggle more with time management, which is very much important. Clearly, a new for a healthy and balanced routine includes, ito po yung nandito, specified one would be structured work patterns. So, I like to of execution. Next, having sufficient movement and exercise. So for those who will be having jobs na work from home or flexible schedule, it would be very important to have sufficient movement and exercise pa rin, no? Lalo na kung desk job yung to have having a healthy and well-balanced work-life. Now, last would be downtime to relax and recharge. So, hindi pwedeng work, work, work kasi maburn out routine, new streams. So, multiple ways to earn seems like a necessity. So, aside being a private employer, government employee, it would be important to have different revenues, no? So, the new normal for work may be challenging, but there are still paths forward. Some natin or online selling, investing, for example, nandiyan si cryptocurrency or other e-commerce platforms, no? Upskill yourself. No, during the lockdown, extreme lockdown, last 2 years ago. And with this, what do I mean by not off or redundancy, or for some, in the extreme scenarios, company bankruptcy or closing? Okay, so it's probably one way to do this is taking online free courses that help you to broaden your professional horizon. So ano ba to? Marami tayo sa course platforms or sites that are offering free trainings po, no? Bakit siya important? If hindi, for example, you are now knowledgeable in digital marketing, or you're invested now in edit different skills. Also add other ideas for adapting to the new normal work for work. Syempre, number one would be maintaining clear boundaries between work and home life. So I'm very guilty of this. I'm currently having a work course or even your responsibilities as a daughter. Yan. So I'd like to sabay-sabay tayo to practice and exercise. Why? Very important to set the mood, to set your brain that this time you'll be working. Focus on for that 8 hours, you'll be focused on working. And more. Next or third would be making the most of the extra time. So nowadays, with a young adult, you'll be experiencing or expect more responsibilities, no? So, lalo na for work from home, um, part of your day, the first 8 hours, you'll be focused on the work. Then you'll be also do no? Yan. So, dahil at home, that's our comfort zone. We're very much drawn to be distracted, no? So there's the TV, the internet, the other how's life after college. So this is more of a personal input, no? Um, Before what what was I've experienced. So number one, syempre, very much lost ako. This transition kasi might be very difficult for some, and the hardest part of the transition would be settling into the reality of you are no longer like yourself. It tired, no, burnt out with the college days or the college life. So I've decided to rest for about 2 months. Opportunities out there, but if you're not prepared, medyo mahirap ang magiging journey. So, number one that I suggest is for you to reflect. And majority of my classmates, no, back in college, they pursued medicine, they pursued the study of law, and for look for a job. So it depends on you, no? May iba-iba yung mga plans natin, no? But I'll be focusing more of if kayo po ay nag-decide to comes the Adulting 101. So, dito napapasok yung processing of requirements, nandiyan ang government IDs, prepared na po ba yung TOR, thing. And back, sabi ko, I offered by your school, and then apply what you've learned about the offered topic. Focusing on communication skills, your leadership, and confidence in selling yourself. Prepare for job interview. So during low in terms of the meron pa rin pong out there, no, several questions pa aside from the mentioned a while ago. So I'm not saying that you need to memorize the tips that they offered. It's more of you need just to practice your answers. For example, you know how to answer it. Okay? Fourth is, na-mention ko siya a while ago, no, to expect to have more me, no? Parang I thought I'll just be focusing on working, but then after the 8-hour period, going back home, meron pa tayong trabaho or meron pa tayong tulad during for reports. So here, more of dwelling in completing the quotas or the KPIs or guys the value of money. Before, binibigay yung parents ng baon, you just spend it for food, for review materials, and so on. But and how easy to spend it, no? So I'd like to recommend for you to start to save. Start saving kahit konti lang. Laundry, your food, and transport allowance, or even housing allowance for those na you'll be really willing to relocate for your job. Sad thing, but I'd like to suggest that you make new connections or networks, no? Maintain that kasi work life. Yeah, the work life. Seventh, it's okay to love it's okay not to love your first or second job out of college. For us, no, and my dream job was to be a behavioral therapist, but hindi siya nangyari, no. I became a recruitment supervisor. In life, there's no deadlines naman. So, I believe for you, if yung first job, hindi siya naka-anchor on your majors, on that, your, your passion, what motivates you to work, for you to be successful. And lastly is to establish routines and systems. These are keys to be successful. Or build your routine if it's applicable to you or talagang it leads to success, then okay. Background about CDO. CDO, I'm sorry to correct this, we're in 4 to 6 years now. Our distribution is nationwide. Currently, we have 5,200 mega plant located at Melbar, Batangas. But there's no need to worry. We also have other vacancies and also brand sales possessions for Bicol, for Tarlac, for Pampanga, even Batangas, and in NCR. Other than sales, we're also hiring QA, R&D, purchasing, ITs. So now is the time to also give you a brief about our mission and vision and also core values. We champion meal times and unite families through food that calls them home. We live to bring them the freshness and all generations of new grad and entrepreneurial, having love for God, integrity, and also open and collaborative. Product categories. So some of you have frozen meats for hot dogs and sausages, Christmas hams and regular hams. So papasok na ang peak birth seasons, no? So yan, hoping na chicken franks po natin. Yun si chicken nuggets, tonkatsu, siomai, siopaw, kikiam, and squid balls po. And then for the canned meats, some of you carne norte, chicken loaf or luncheon meat. And then for the canned tuna, same. Si San Marino po ay product of CDO as well. So San Marino and then yung other gourmet dishes po. For the dairy, we've explored as well in dairy products. So meron na rin po tayong blocks, sliced cheese, cheese balls, and cheese bread. And lastly, for sweet preserves, andyan si kaong and nata de coco po. And then, aside of streams po and giving back to communities. So, ang kanyang programs are Gabay Nutrisyon, Gabay Edukasyon, Gabay Kalikasan, Gabay. Lastly, CDO has sustainability initiatives, no? So we have wastewater treatment, recycling efforts, use of solar energy, and also we're very much invested in the I'd like to page po in Facebook, our careers link po through JobSuite. That's www.jobs180.com/CDO. And then you may find all of the vacancies out there and just send us your resume.
Thank you, Miss Casey. So to our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. Ma'am, okay lang kahit off-cam kasi po medyo choppy para hindi po kayo choppy. Confirm ko lang if you can hear me on your end po.
Yes, I can.
Yan, sige ma'am. Ma'am, let's go with the questions. I'll go first to our audience. Pwede kayo maglagay ng question nyo dyan. So first question po, totoo po ba ang culture shock sa from school to the industry? Dapat po ba silang maghanda for the culture shock? Alam ko po
I
kasama sa mga
see.
slides a while ago. Miss Casey?
Hi.
Ayan.
Hello.
Were you
Ma'am, can you
speaking
hear me?
earlier, ma'am? Nawala po kayo.
Yes.
Ay, sige ma'am, nawala po kayo. We didn't hear your answer.
Ishari, sige. But to answer your question po, yes, it's definitely true. Lalo na for me, no, during back in days. na more of grades lang yung inyong um, ine-expect or you try to excel in, pag napunta ka na in the
Miss
or
Casey,
even the
choppy na
owner.
po kayo.
Miss Shari, hello.
Choppy na kayo, ma'am.
Aha.
Nagsasalita po ba kayo?
Yes, ma'am. Opo, I can hear you.
Sige, ma'am, let's wrap up na lang po para po we can move on.
Okay po,
Um,
Miss Shari.
um, we would like to present the certificate of appreciation. This is awarded to Ms. Kathy Claire Velasquez for serving as resource speaker in the pre-employment webinar dedicated to the college graduating students school year 2021 to 2022, spearheaded by the Lipa City College's Admissions and Guidance and Counseling Office and the Office of Student Services, Marketing, Scholarship Linkages, and Career Placement in partnership with jobsready.com on the 19th of May 2022 live via Facebook. So this is signed by Ma'am Clea Fascu, RGC, MSGC, Director for AGCO, Sir Aldwin R. Jose, Director for SSMS LCPO, and Dr. Dina Catalina C. Dayon, VP for Academic Affairs. So, Ms. Casey, thank you for joining us this afternoon, and we hope we can invite you again for future sessions po. Thank you, Ms. Casey. Apologies for the Ayan, nawala na siya. Ayan. Okay, sige po. Okay, sige po. Thank you, Miss Casey. So next up, we have here to be discussing labor education. We have Miss Jonalyn Jaja Ramilo, Labor and Employment Officer 3 for DOLE. Ayan. So to our audience, we'd also like to remind you of the evaluation link that you need to submit at the end of this event. Ayan. Miss Jaja, you're up on the screen. Can we test your share screen?
Ayan. Can you see my screen po?
Yes, ma'am, we can see. Medyo noisy lang po, ma'am, sa background nyo. So, makikipag agawan po kayo ng ano po, volume. Ayan. Ma'am, we see
Okay.
your deck. We see your deck. We'll put it off. Running ko na po siya. So, we'll leave you to it and I'll be back for Q&A. Thank you,
Okay,
Ms.
sige
Jaja.
po. Thank you, Ms. Sherry. Good afternoon to our students, educators, parents, and our dear viewers who are watching this via FB Live and YouTube. I am Jaja from DOLE, Batangas, and this office is very grateful for LCC and Jobs 180 for inviting us to this webinar. And I was supposed to tackle about the labor market information, but I believe that the previous speakers have already discussed about that. But I also want to encourage you to search for Jobs Fit 2022. This is an in-depth study of the Department of Labor and Employment for the key employment generators and emerging industries for the next 7 years here in our country and abroad. So I will now proceed with the basic rights of employees and management prerogatives. This is medyo boring, but I hope you guys are still here with me and that you listen intently and attentively because I'm sure that you will need this when you enter and step into the career world. So, okay, let's proceed. So what you see in my screen, in your screens, sorry, is the handbook workers statutory monetary benefits. Ito po yung summarized or kaya yung comprehensive na ating libro because we have this Labor Code of the Philippines. Yan, ito po yung Bible, pinaka-Bible ng Department of Labor and Employment. And inside of this, you can read the core facets of the department, which is the labor standards, labor relations, employment and welfare. So for now, we will study about the labor standards. So kapag labor standards, it is the minimum requirements prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulation relating to wages, hours of work, etc. So sa ating po mga employers dito sa local, okay lang po na na-achieve nila yung minimum requirements. They can also go beyond. Pero kapag ka po less than that, kulang na sa ating minimum requirements, Syempre po, magagalit na kami. Hindi naman, joke lang. So they are considered non-compliant. So they need to comply with the labor standards. Okay, so medyo madami ito. Konti lang yung oras natin, but I will try to discuss this to you. So we have hours of work. So alam naman po natin na tayo ay may 8 hours a day sa trabaho. We must be at the workplace, or if you work remotely, so you must be on duty. Okay, so we have 60 minutes na for our lunch meal, lunch break. It is non-compensable, wala pong bayad. But if your employer ay ginawa itong less than an hour, so dapat po ito ay may bayad na. And you also must have rest periods or coffee breaks, 5 to 20 minutes, especially kung kayo ay tagal nakatayo, nakakangalay ang inyong trabaho, laging nakaupo, ayan. So you must have 5 to 20 minutes, pero ito po ay bayad. Okay? And then of course, kagaya ko kayo, I am a breastfeeding mother, so lactating mother. So you also have, you are granted with 40 minutes breastfeeding break. So hindi naman kailangan ora-orada 40 minutes kang mag-express, ano, pwede itong staggered. So pwedeng 10 minutes muna ngayon, another 10 minutes later, hanggang mabuo nyo yung 40 minutes in a day. Okay? So weekly rest period, sinasabi lang po na sa isang linggo, dapat tayo ay may isang araw na rest day. So the employer must respect. Kung halimbawa ay based on religious grounds, halimbawa may simba kayo ng Friday, simba or samba ng Friday. So they must respect and consider it on your schedule. So, ayan. So next, we have regular holidays and special days. Paano ba tayo mabayaran dito? So pag holiday pay, kapag po hindi tayo nagtrabaho on work, automatic, we must have 100%. Kung tayo naman ay nagtrabaho, masyado tayong masipag, so times 2, 200%. But if the regular holiday falls on a rest day, so 260%. But the condition is that you must be present or nasa opisina po kayo, nagtatrabaho a day before the holiday, or on leave with pay a day before the holiday. Okay, so ito lang po, we have 12 holidays in a year. And ito po yung sa 2022 nating holidays. You may see this sa Official Gazette of the Philippines. Okay? Special days. So the example of which are, ito nga, Ninoy Aquino, All Saints Day, last day of the year. So tinatawag silang special days. And you must be given or entitled premium pay. If on work, so no work, no pay po. But if you work, so 130%. And if it falls on a special day, on a rest day, 150%. Okay, so ito lang po, yan, mga nakaraan nating special days, EDSA, Chinese New Year, yan. Okay, special working days. So we must be very watchful or cautious on this. Nalilito tayo dyan, kahit mga employers natin. So, check po natin sa ating binabasang issuance or sa Official Gazette if it is special working day. Kasi it is considered as an ordinary day. So, no work, no pay, and kung kayo pumasok, so treated as an ordinary day. Okay, OT pay. So, it is work performed beyond 8 hours. So, kung halimbawa ordinary days, you have additional 25%, and pag rest days and holidays, 30%. So, the sample computation, say for example, daily rate natin dito sa Batangas, highest is 373 for now, over 8 hours times 1.25% kung ordinary day times the number of hours na OT you rendered. Okay? Night shift pay. Kung kayo naman na usually nasa call center or mga security guards, ayan. So, it's work performed between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. So, 10% for each hour of work. So, the sample is, ayan, parang kanina lang din. So, papalitan nyo lamang ng 1.10 or 110% times the hours rendered. Okay, of course, we cater local, so Philippine peso. Ayan, time of payment, alam natin, kinsenas katapusan, pero ito ay once every 2 weeks or twice a month, not exceeding 16 days. So, pwedeng 1025. Ayan. Okay, leave benefits. So, ito pa ang ating aaralin. Okay. So, SIL, Service Incentive Leave. So, hindi po 15-15, hindi 10-10. Ang minimum lang po natin ay 5 days. Maalin na po doon ang ating sick leave or vacation leave. Depende na po sa inyong employer. Basta kayo po ay naka-anniversary na sa inyong opisina. And the unused leave, or kung hindi niyo po nagamit yung 5 days ninyo na SIL, it is convertible to cash at the end of the year. Okay, maternity leave. So, syempre, ito po ay para sa ating mga kababaihan who has paid at least 3 monthly contributions in the 12-month period prior to childbirth or miscarriage. Ayan. So, dati, magkaiba pa yung number ng cesarean at saka normal. Ngayon po, maswerte tayo. We have 105 days with full pay. Okay, so the same is true kung nagkaroon ng miscarriage. And of course, the female must consider also, pwede din sila mag-request for 30 days without pay nga lang siya kung kailangan pa niyang mag-extend para mag-alaga ng kanyang baby. So also, we have for men, married male employees, ang maternity leave. Ito naman po ay 7 days leave with pay for the first 4 deliveries of his lawful wife. So the conditions, syempre dapat empleyado ka, kasama mo siya sa bahay, spouse, and you have applied for paternity leave within reasonable period. And of course, dapat, syempre, nanganak ang iyong asawa or nag-suffer ng miscarriage. Okay. Parental leave of solo parents. So, ang solo parents po natin, dapat meron silang DSWD, solo parent ID card given by the DSWD. So, they must follow the 10 categories provided by law para makakuha nun. So, ang benefit po nila is 7 working days. And the conditions, they must have rendered a year in service. And of course, they must notify the employer within a reasonable time. Okay, VAUC, Violence Against Women and Their Children. Ito naman ay kung may mga acts committed by a person or against a woman with whom the person has a sexual or dating relationship. Kung nagkaroon ng physical, sexual, psychological harm that resulted to battery, assault, coercion, whatsoever, pananakit, ayan, harassment, ayan. So ano pang benefit niyan? Leave with pay up to 10 days. Depende pa rin po ito sa sasabihin ng ating protection order. So the requirement, so syempre dapat po tayo kapag tayo ay na-harass or nagawa ng harassment or ganitong battery or whatsoever, kailangan tayo ay magreklamo o magputungo sa ating punong barangay or kagawad or prosecutor or clerk of the court. So maalin po para makakuha din kayo ng certification. Then you may avail of this leave. And you also need medical and legal concerns. Okay? So med-cert, kailangan po yan. Another leave for women. Daming leave for women. Magna Carta. So, ito naman, kapag kailangan ng mga babae na magkaroon ng surgery because of the gynecological disorders. Gynecological disorders, hindi ko na po isa-isahin, basta ito ay involving female reproductive organs. Okay? So, ayan, she is given a total of 60 calendar days kung kanyang i-avail po ito. Next is 13th month pay. 13th month pay are given to rank and file employees na nakapag-work. Kahit isang buwan pa lang po kayo sa trabaho, meron na kayong prorated 13th month pay. Okay? Regardless of your salary, your designation, or employment status, or kung paano kayo bayaran. So, ang formula nito, kung nga kung may formula ito, ayan, ang formula nito ay total basic salary over 12 months or daily rate times days present divided by 12. So, depende po ang 13th month sa inyong araw na ipinasok. Hindi po siya laging buo. Kaya kayo nagtataka pag minsan kulang-kulang ang 13th month nyo kasi baka kayo ay absent ng absent. So, dapat po ito ay, hindi na po bumalik yan. So, dapat po ito ay binibigay not later than December 24. Usually, ang mga ating mga employers, pag nahihirapan, minsan, sinisimulan January, binabayaran na nila staggered monthly yung kanilang 13th month. So, pwede po yun. Huwag na kayo magtaka. Ayan. At kung bawa nag-resign kayo, if in case, halimbawa January to May, ngayon mag-resign ka, meron kayong prorated 13th month pay. So, pinasok mo from January to May, may 13th month ka pa din. Okay, separation pay. So, unahan ko na po kayo. Kapag po kayo resigned, even 10 years in service, 50 years in service, basta po kayo nag-resign, it's under just cause, wala po kayong separation pay or bayad sa years of service ninyo. Ito lang po ang authorized causes ang merong bayad for separation pay. So, half-month pay per year of service. These are yung pwede lang, ito lang yung mga situations. Retrenchment to prevent losses. Tanggal kayo, to prevent losses. Closure or cessation, yan, nagsara yung establishment not due to serious losses or financial reverses. Kung sakali naman na meron kang illness or disease not curable within 6 months, at meron kayong medical certificate that says that you're not fit to work for the 6 months and beyond, so half-month pay per year of service. Okay, paano naman pag 1 month pay per year of service? These are the situations. Kung halimbawa, nag-install ng machineries or kaya robots, redundancy, or kaya naman ay na-illegally dismissed, natanggal kayo illegally, but wala na kayong position na pwedeng paglagyan. Your instatement is no longer available. Okay? So, computing separation pay is basic salary plus regular allowances. Okay, retirement pay. So, ang retirement pay kapag po tayo ay 60 years old na, yan, optional, and compulsory, kailangan na po talagang mag-retire pag 65 years old. The condition is you must be in the service for at least 5 years. Okay? So, ito po ang computation niya. Daily rate times 22.5 days times years in service. So, yung 22.5 days, in-explain po natin dito na its components are 15 days salary, yung 5 days SIL natin, and yung sa prorated na 13th month. Okay. So, kung sakali na ikay magre-retire, ang makukuha mo ay yung retirement pay, prorated 13th month pay, at kung may SIL ka pang natitira. Okay, ECC. Maraming hindi nakakakilala nito. Kung kayo ay naghuhulog sa SSS, and you have committed an accident, meron tayong attached agency, ang DOLE, tinatawag na Employees Compensation Commission. So, ito ay nagbibigay sa atin ng mga benefits for the following: medical, for sickness, injuries, disability, rehabilitation, death, and funeral pension. It can be for government or private companies. So, depende yan. Halimbawa, naputol ang iyong hiniliit, meron niyang amount, prescribed amount. So, kung mas malaki ang inyong injury, mas malaking amount ang inyong makukuha, pero wag naman po sana, no? And then, of course, aside from that, you have also SSS benefits. You can have the following: maternity, sickness, disability, retirement, death, and pension. Ayan, so natapos ko, mabilis. So ito, tandaan nyo lang ito when you are in the work arena. Ayan, hours of work, meal and rest periods, weekly rest days, payment of wages, prohibitions on wages, leave benefits, ECC and SSS benefits. And of course, yung ating mga entitlements sa pay. Ayan, tandaan po lagi. So maraming salamat. If you have questions, you can ask us through our hotlines. Ito pong aming cellphone numbers. You can also visit our website, dolebatangas.com. We also have our Facebook page, Dole Batangas, for our recent updates kung ano man namang ginagawa naming programa. So, yun lamang po, and maraming salamat.
Thank you for that, Ms. Jaja. So to our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. Baka may gusto kayo itanong kay Ms. Jaja. So to give you time to think about your questions, I'll go first. Ma'am, ano po ang usual issues or grievances ng employees na nilalapit po nila sa DOLE? And paano po ito pwedeng maiwasan ng mga papasok pa lang po sa industry, if ever?
Okay po. So para maiwasan, so dapat maging informed sila. Maganda na meron po tayong mga ganitong platforms na nakapag-educate tayo. Student pa lang sila, alam na nila. So before they rally or pumunta dito sa opisina, informed na sila of what the labor code or their monetary benefits are. And then, ang sabi nyo, yung usually, dito po sa amin sa provincial level, ang nirereklamo ay, yun nga, mga monetary benefits, yung mga narinig nyo kanina, holiday pay, and so on. Kapag ka po illegal dismissal na or mga moral damages, it will be for the next level na po ng reklamo sa National Labor Relations Commission, where you will need an arbiter o kaya meron na kayong legal counsel. Pero pagka ganyang mga pace lang, yan, kaya pa po yan dito sa amin.
Okay, got it, ma'am. So, medyo madugo na pala, ma'am, no? Grabe ng grabe yung issue, medyo padugo yung proseso. Okay, next
Yes po.
po. Do you recommend, like, for example, yung mga concerns po regarding yung hindi tamang pagbabawas ng SSS, PhilHealth, mga ganyan po, deduction po, ganon. Do you recommend po na ilapit po nila ito sa DOLE, yung mga ganitong issue? Or dapat po ba nire-resolve po muna nila ito sa kanilang company? Tapos pag wala na pong choice, saka po sila lalapit sa inyo? Ano po ang usual na process?
Of course, in any case naman po, kahit pa yung monetary benefits and other issues na meron within the company, dapat po ay nire-resolve muna sa loob ng company. The companies must have their own grievance machineries para sa mga ganitong issue. Then kung wala talaga, pwede silang lumapit sa DOLE. Pwede silang magreklamo even online. They can proceed to sena.dole.gov.ph para magreklamo online. But for the remittances, SS PhilHealth Pag-ibig, they can also proceed doon sa respective agencies kasi yung DOLE po, walang data ng mga inihulog nila. So yung data will reflect doon sa respective agencies. So yan po.
Okay, thank you for that. So guys, narinig nyo yung website na sinabi ni Ms. Jaja a while ago, sena.gov.ph, ma'am? Tama po ba?
sena.dole.gov.ph.
sena.dole.gov.ph. So to our
I-type ko lang
audience,
sa live chat. Ayan.
okay po, ayan. So to our audience, pwede po kayong mag-exhaust ng lahat ng means to ano ba tawag dito? Para maayos yung problem ninyo in the future with your future employer. So bago tayo maglapit sa mga public offices natin. Ayan. So Miss Jaja, we prepared a certificate for you. Hang on po. I'll just put it up. Ayan. So, basahin ko na lang pala, ma'am. So this certificate, we'll send it via email po. This certificate of appreciation is awarded to Ms. Jonalyn Jaja Ramilo for serving as resource speaker in the pre-employment webinar dedicated for the college graduating students school year 2021 to 2022, spearheaded by the Lipa City College's Admissions, Guidance, and Counseling Office and Office of Student Services, Marketing, Scholarship, Linkages, and Career Placement in partnership with jobs20.com on the 19th of May 2022 live via Facebook. So this is signed by Ma'am Cleophas A. Ku, RGC, MSGC, Director for AGCO, Sir Alvin R. Jose, Director for SSMSLCPO, and Dr. Dina Catalina C. Dayon, VP for Academic Affairs. Ayan, ma'am. Ms. Ja, we will be sending the certificate via email. I'm sorry, mahahanapin ko pa po sa Facebook but we will send it via email po. Ayan.
Thank you so much.
Ms. Ja, and have a great day po. Ayan. So to our audience, please be reminded that we do have an evaluation for this event. So bago po kayo mag-leave po sa ating event ngayon, ilalabas ko po muna yung ating evaluation. So please wait for a while. Hang on guys, I'm just looking for it. Ayan. Alright. Okay. So before we end, ayan, so I found the evaluation link. So we have here the closing remarks from again Miss Cleophas School, RGC, for the event today. We'll show it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jobs180.com for this partnership, for the very comprehensive talks. Thank you also to the DOLE representative for the information given. Thank you, students, for staying on. We've come to the end of our program, but for you graduating students, start of your other journey. We hope you have gotten a lot of learnings in embarking on your job search and in facing your new world, even if it's virtual. Every application, every interview is a learning by itself. So get the most out of it. I wish you luck in your undertakings and success in your chosen career. Advance congratulations. Again, thank you to everyone.
Thank you for that, Miss OP. So to our students, I'll show the evaluation. Can you see it? So next slide. Ayan. So for the evaluation, I'm putting it up on the screen. So please make sure to evaluate. This will serve as your attendance, and also this will be the basis of your clearance. So please make sure to not forget the evaluation. Ayan. So I'll put it down, guys, so I can copy the link and put it on our chat. Okay, so hang on. Ayan. So to everyone, can you check if the link is working? I just put it up in the comment section. So please make sure to evaluate. Please don't forget, because that is the basis of your attendance and also for your clearance. And we thank you guys for joining us for this event today. So please don't forget to evaluate, and please watch out for the next set of webinars that we are hosting this week and next week. You can check our Facebook page for the topics that will be discussed in those webinars, and you're welcome to join in any of those sessions. So with that, our session ends today. Thank you so much, and have a great afternoon. See you guys, and stay safe.
Our voices sing for thee, Lipa City Colleges, ever loyal sons and daughters, we proclaim thy glory. Thy name shall fill thy land, time and fortune stand. Pride and loyalty command from the youth of our land. Hail alma mater, Lipa City Colleges. Lessons of truth and justice we have sworn to love and cherish. Let the college vision be ascend through the ages, paving way of hope and goodness with its aim to victory. Shout it loud as we claim joy without end. Raise your head up high with honor, with resounding great band. Hail alma mater, Lipa City Colleges. Lessons of truth and justice we have sworn to love and cherish. Hail alma mater, Lipa City Colleges. Lessons of truth and justice we have sworn